Hey everybody, Glad Dad here. I've got my buddy Joel. So Joel, what are you playing now after the regional?
After the regional, I decided to pick up the next best Brave DPE deck.
Oh,
Going straight to it.
We're going straight to it. Don't worry. It's just
Ah.
Brave DPE and an insert engine here.
Yeah. So like this is like by far one of the most experimental versions of a Brave DPE deck. I think this deck also holds its own as being one of like the best decks of like previous formats. It's just a blast from the past, and we're just gonna go straight to like my explanation of the deck.
Okay.
Beginning with shout outs. Shout out to Team Zero. Shout out to everybody in the Monkey Business chat. You know, anything like that. Shout out to Rivals.
Yep.
All right, going straight to it. We're playing 5 Union Hanger. We're playing 3 1 Terra, Set Rotation, and Mystic Mine. So
I can't get over that. I'm sorry.
the one Mystic Mine here is for the reason being you can set rotation, set this. This gives you an additional copy, and with the Mystic Mine set on their field, they can't imperm you on any of like your key interactions. This gives you like really good plays. They can't evenly match you. It also helps you trigger your the Dracoback effect to trigger for a Dagda in this deck. You're just playing as many.
Well, hell, you can give them the mine and then just bounce it back to your
With
hand
Dracoback.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
you get so much utilization by this one card. If you open this is also like entirely full combo. But you just want to see as many Union Hangers in your deck as much as possible because that's like the key part of this deck is the ABC part. I've seen lists where they played 2 of each, but I think in this build you want to play just 3 of everything. If you really want in the side deck, when you side deck after game 1s, you can just go ahead and play these. But once again, I think this deck is still nice. It's really good going second as well because ABC in by itself is a good going second deck. The only issue here is Union Driver is the biggest brick in this entire deck. You can open Dracoback and still play this here without opening this card here. You kind of brick with this. Sure, it's a target for a C to special, but it's a brick if you don't open any like unions. This card, best card. It's basically your 6th copy of Union Hanger effects. Quick effect attaches unions from the deck and hand, so that's the key part here. Reattach.
Okay, that gets the union out of the hand.
Yeah,
I knew it brought from deck, but I forgot that it also
Yeah.
did hand as well.
Yeah, it does the hand as well, so it's able to like once again, if you open this, it's also another part for a Dagda quick effect. And then we're obviously playing 7 copies of Right. Where is it? We're playing 3 Right, 3 Enchantress, and the Foolish. You need the Foolish for your extra target. You want to see cards as much as possible. It's also double utilization, gives you a piece in the graveyard if you don't open. It's just free combo there. Obviously the Fateful and the 2 bricks. This here, sometimes I'd like to search the Enchantress more than the Griffin for the reason that with this here, you don't really need Griffin besides to break boards or to protect your Dagda. Or you can just use this as a free piece to make to turn like 1 piece plus anything into a Dagda and then search. So like if you don't open Hanger and you just open 1 piece, you can go like Right. If you already open like 2, you can go Right, summon token, and then declare the effect to special summon from hand, trigger, add Dracoback, and then you can keep playing normal a piece and then turn this into in a piece into just like a free link too. It's just free. Dracoback is still a brick. I hate that card. Next, we're getting into like the free utility cards. You can play Prosperity. I only play Prosperity because it's 48 card deck. I play a lot of hand traps. I play a lot of everything. You can cut these
48 cards.
48 cards. Once again, I like to open a lot of hand traps. Double hand traps in this deck. Double hand traps. Hanger plus this broken full combo. But you can cut these. You can cut down the deck as much as possible. Going forward, I think I'm cutting these. There's also been talks in playing the Souls package instead to draw cards and send like your pieces since they become equip spells. You can send your pieces in the graveyard and trigger their effects. But even then, I'm not really completely sure where to go on with that. Next up, we're playing obviously Fusion Destiny. Just about every deck in this format is a DPE Scythe deck. This deck also does it really nicely because with a Driver, you can summon pieces, make a free link 2 into a Dagda or Anaconda. So you're able to get these cards out for free. And plus opening it, never dead. We're playing 3 Ash, 3 Ogre, 3 Nib, 2 Imperm. I think these are the most impactful hand traps.
No Veiler?
No Veiler. I don't think Veiler's good in this build. You can play as many hanging traps. I would go up to like 15 in this deck, but I like to stick with 11.
Gotcha.
Imperm's going second, really good, but like it really depends on your matchup. I would cut these out going after game ones, depending on the deck. Like if it's Virtual World, anything like that, I just cut these for like Lancias. There's more impactful cards you can play over these. So that's it for the main deck there. Explanations, opening Nib Ogre, broken. Nib Imperm, broken. Everything's pretty good. So that's the main deck. 48 cards going into
48 cards. I mean, you put your Sword Soul is 48 too, though.
Yeah,
So,
Sword Soul is
I
48.
mean,
It's the same. It's basically the same line of theory. In those decks, it's just you want to open one of each. Like you want to open one Sword Soul card plus anything that gets you there. So it's basically one Union or Union Hanger plus one of like the right cards, and it's just
okay.
in there.
Okay. I mean,
It's just based on that theory. We're obviously playing 3 of the best extra deck monster in the game. This would be best deck in OCG, but they know ABC is too good, so they have this card limited.
let's say he's at 1 right there. Right?
Yeah, in the OCG and Master Duel, this is at 1.
Was that 1 at Master Duel too? I didn't even realize
Yeah,
that.
they really hate this card.
They
This
hate that card.
This card is the best card. Like once again, quick effect on your opponent's turn, banishes.
It's a reverse revolt.
Yeah. So another thing that is also impactful about this deck is if they try to go like Droplet, Imperm, like on the Scythe, you can quick effect, just discard a card, banish the Scythe. That way it triggers. There's a lot of utilization.
It still resolves.
Yeah,
it's
there's a
kinda
lot
like
of-
the old VFD with the Chuche.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same play there. So
Okay.
that's like another really good part about this deck. Also, like on end phase of your opponent, just tribute summon 3 pieces, trigger the hanger, you get free material, you make Chaos Link 5.
That's insane.
This deck is still really good. These are going to be the ABC cards that you mandatorily have to play. The Klarushka for going second. You normal B, make this, search a piece, or you go C, normal summon, battle phase, main phase 2, make this, summon a piece, free. IP, this, combos. Just, this card is also really good. You can end on this, plus quick effect, make Link 5 Goddess. Really good. This card is MVP. Breaks boards easily. Then here's other 2 Link 4s, Apollosa, Access Code. You can quick effect on opponent's turn with this, with IP, because Buster summons so many pieces. So those are really good there. Prosperity targets really depends on your match. I would usually go here.
Also, kind of depends on if you're like going first or second.
Yeah.
I feel like you could banish 1 Buster, don't you think? Because I mean, like you don't. Do you
really
do
depends.
you burn through 3 Busters?
You usually burn through 2. You
Okay.
really never need the 3rd, but I never feel the need to burn the 3rd.
Okay, got you.
So these are usually my prosperity targets. Lina is really good, gives you a free card. Phoenix depends your matchup. These are usually your prosperity targets. And then for the degenerate extra deck,
Degenerate.
Link Spider.
He said Link Spider.
Yeah, so if they go beyond like Ogre on the Fateful, you just turn the token into Link Spider, normal piece, or any blink.
You just make Anaconda.
Make
yeah.
Anaconda.
You just make
Go
that.
straight into Phoenix Enforcer and then have the Dagda there. These are the 4 degenerate cards. Ban Link Spider.
No, I got
not
my
really.
ulti now. I don't want to ban it.
No, that's just a based opinion. But this card is just pretty good. Yeah, so that's the extra deck. And for my side, very, very bland.
Very bland, just
Very
kind of
bland.
generic stuff like
Droll. Kills the base decks, kills a lot of decks that search.
It's
and
rogue.
draw.
It's rogue. Really. Droll always covers rogue.
Yeah.
Because rogue decks always search a lot. It's like this deck, for instance.
Yeah. And then with 3 Lancia, kind of needed this format.
You have to. Some people are even main decking Lancia as far to go.
I would argue you can main deck 1 for the Dag deck because you can quick effect DP, trigger, you can go quick effect on standby, summon, and still end with this on your field, trigger it, set the Lancia, and pop both Lancia and Scythe, and trigger both effects in Chain Block with Lancia being Chain Link 2, and keep the DP on field.
Ew.
You get 2
Degenerate
pieces. You get
stuff.
2 pieces on the field. So those are like another thing I thought about like putting in 1, and especially when I go first as well, at post game 1, if I go first, I also cited 2 Sanctums just in case the deck
Just to get there quicker.
Yeah, just get there quicker, and at then you just play the 1 Lancia. It's really good.
Because then you can get either or whatever you want.
Yeah, and then we also play 3 Droplet mandatory. I was playing Dark Rulers because I was main decking the Droplets, but I don't really feel like main decking Droplets are really necessary. And then for the back row decks, Red Reboot, 3 Cosmic. This is also a double entendre for
Scythe.
Scythe.
So if you
Scythe
get
decks.
if you go against the Scythe deck,
The-
you have a
The only issue I find with Cosmic is this deck by itself already naturally loses to Lancia. So, like, that's the only thing. But then again, these kill the monkeys. Just, it's free.
Juan.
So, like, this deck is really interesting in the sense that this deck does a lot. And it's just really free, in my opinion.
Now, question. Okay,
Yeah.
so I've seen, I think it's OCG, Theron, when Theron comes out, I've seen a Theron ABC Brave, and I know Tombox was talking about it quite a bit. He did a video on it. The deck looks pretty insane.
I haven't really looked at the Therion cards.
Okay.
It might break the deck, but once again, I still think, like, until we get, like, another banlist, this deck won't change very much.
Okay. I was just thinking if you knew anything, if you thought about maybe playing the Theron in there, if it's as good as, like, some people are saying it is.
Yeah, it might be. I'm not completely sure that yet. But, like, here, this is, these two cards, this or, like, just a hanger by itself, but we can do the instance of the set rotation. So we're just obviously going to start off with set rotation here. This just plays through everything. Just go into set mine on the opponent's field, set the hanger, go here, hanger. If they ash this is kind of bad.
So this is a choke point.
Yeah, and then we just add B. B's the best piece.
Now, if you open up with a piece in your hand, it's fine if they ash it, right?
Oh
Or-
yeah,
okay.
if you open a piece, the another thing is this. The effect to add can't be ogred because it's on the activation. It's not
It's not an effect activating. It's the card itself.
Yeah, it's just it's not present on the field yet.
Exactly.
So then here automatically you want to start with the right here. Set you want to set the Fateful or activate it in place. Here. Go B, Chain Links. I think you value the hanger more than you value the adventure. So you want to go to Chain Link 2, Chain Link 1, because these will both trigger. And then you'll go effect to add your brick, wherever it's at. And then you go here to attach your other brick, if I can find it. Attach there. And then you want to start your combo effect. You would want to use this effect before you use this effect. So that way you can establish a Griffin on the board first, wherever Griffin's at. Add, detach, attach, and then effect special. Summon it in any zone, and then we're gonna go effect, banish, and then we're gonna just attach a C. And then if you open another piece, this is also a really good place. So you just go effect, special. Turn these two. Go into this. Yeah, if you open a
It just makes Dag, then you already know where it's going from here.
Yeah.
Like, we can just cut the video right now. Like,
yeah, this is already full combo here. It's just free. If you already opened a piece, you can trigger the C. Another thing is like if you open a piece, you can trigger the C, summon here, Draco back, trigger this to return back to your hand, and then you just make AB.
You chain that, right? And
Yeah.
it sets the scythe, and then...
Set Scythe, and you go full combo. Like, this deck is just pretty much degenerate. It does everything you wish any deck could do. Like, it's just free advantage all over.
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, ABC was always good at, body generating and just putting up stuff on the board, period.
Yeah. My favorite thing that that happened at locals was I went to make Anaconda, and then I go summon ABC, and then my opponent looked at me and was like, "Why didn't you send a fusion spell?" I'm like, "I'm not using Anaconda." It was just like, "Oh, that's what that does." He was like trying to figure out what Buster does. He's like,
I
"What?"
played against somebody, and it was obviously somebody who hadn't, known what Glads do.
Yeah.
And so I shuffled my stuff back in the deck, and he's like, "What'd you do that for?" I was like, "Well, they contact fuse. They don't.
Yeah, it's like in the same sense.
They don't.
here.
Yeah, they don't do poly or anything. They just shuffle themselves back to activate.
Yeah, and in this field here, you have your scythe, you have everything here, and you still have three
You
other
have
cards.
mine for a follow up too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
so
you
if
have
they
mine for a
break
follow-up.
your board, you just mine them until you
Yeah.
can kill them.
Or you just discard it for the free Buster. Set rotation
that
is
too, yeah.
Yeah, and then draw phase. If you draw a piece, it's literally so free because if you draw a piece or anything, you can go dash or summon and then attach. There's just a lot of interactions this deck has, and you can just keep drawing And this deck, I feel like, is really experimental. It's really good. But when you brick, oh god, no, you brick. I feel like if you brick on like Dasher, if you open like Dasher, Driver, Draco back, and you have no hanger or starter card, you're kind of dead. I've only ever bricked in this deck like that every time. Same with Scythe. Scythe is kind of a brick unless you open like Fusion Destiny, but that's about every deck. Once again, it's a 48 card deck. I try to maximize as much cards as possible to like get my starters going and open as many hand traps as possible. But once again, it's a double-edged sword. I think this deck is really good. It's very experimental. It's just working. It's definitely not my idea. It's definitely somebody else's. But I'm the one who came up with like my list. I've like analyzed this deck a lot. I've thought about this before the Brave Engine came out, and with little to no success because these are just free extenders.
Yeah. That's what I was saying a minute ago. You know, I was like, the ABC engine's perfect for a deck like this with the Brave Engine in it because they're both just two engines that they don't clash because you don't need your normal summon effect, and
there is no normal summon effect.
Exactly, they just generate bodies.
Yeah.
Like that's literally what the deck is good at doing.
Yeah. Also, here's the funny part as well. Since Union monsters become equip spells, the effect of Fateful Adventure applies. The first time they would be destroyed by battle, they are not destroyed by battle. So they can be battled 3 times and before the monsters can die. So you can hit it once, protect it with the Fateful Adventure lingering effect, and then detach a piece to protect it, and then keep the piece on the field. So they have to hit it 3 times to live. So the pieces really become like really good at the combos and just holding down. So yeah, that's what like one really strange play that comes up here and there, but that's something people don't really know.
No, I would have had no idea. I didn't even know Fateful Adventure protected like.
Yeah, that's why the token can't die by battle the first time. If it has.
I've never actually, believe it or not, I've never battled over the token. I've always like just popped it with Baron or banished it with Shureg no, I can't banish it with Shureg, but I've always like outed it a different way. I've never actually swung over it.
Yeah, and like once again, I think this deck is really resilient. It's really fun. I really like this deck. Every time I played somebody with this deck, they're always like, this deck is really cool. It's just really experimental. It's something you never see. Because you can go like full Brave combo, and then like just go activate Union Hanger, and they're like, what the fuck? What year are we in? Yeah, it just catches people off guard. I really like this deck.
I like it a lot too, and I appreciate you coming out here and letting me, see it and showcase it to everybody else.
Yeah, I appreciate it as well. All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, guys. Peace out.